This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update, and AEW featuring CM Punk wearing his abortion rights shirt on Dynamite did a 0.33 rating. And if you want to know why that shirt offends me, it offends me as someone that used to love wrestling when wrestling was free of politics and social issues and used to be a place where you can escape into this fantasy world of good versus evil. And now it just plain sucks. Let's just face the facts here. It's not what it used to be, and I miss the glory days of pro wrestling when it was an escape before you had people like Sami Zayn boot fans out of the arenas for making offensive comments because wrestlers just are pussies these days overall. There are some tough ones. CM Punk can take a beating. I've never heard of him giving a beating to anyone, but he can sure as hell take a beating. So he's tough for being able to take a beating. Although I did hear Kevin Owens once back down from him in Ring of Honor behind the scenes. So I don't know if you count that as a victory or not. Ric Flair on his To Be the Man podcast addressed the people that are hating on him for getting back into the ring at 73 years old, July 31st. He said, quote, "For the 30% of people who are worried about me getting in the ring and wrestling again, first of all, I assure you that I've been in the ring a lot more than I've shown on social media. I'm in better shape now than I was, better shape now because I train with Rob, John Cena's personal trainer, than I've ever been in my life in terms of cardio. If you don't see how much money I make from Cameo, that alone I can live on for the rest of my life. I just made a commercial for New Image Rejuvenation Clinic, another commercial for Car Shield. My life is good. I don't need the money, but I do like the glory. I'm never going to walk away from it. I have a chance to get myself over. I'm going to do it. It's what I've been doing my whole life." End quote. So Ric Flair addressing the haters. It's wrestling, guys. It's fake. He's in a 6-man tag team match. Let him do whatever the hell he wants to do. By the way, apparently he was on this same list that I was on. I'm on a list with Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan, and Ric Flair of wrestlers who have ruined their legacy. So, wow, I have something else in common with Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, other than we both got a divorce last week. I'm 39 years old, and my legacy is ruined. I have the #1 pro wrestling YouTube channel based in Canada. If you look at the past 12 months, my viewership in the orange here, I destroyed GCW, New Japan, MLW, NWA, and Ring of Honor. But apparently I'm a ruined person because an accident took place. And this same article said I'm retired from wrestling, which I'm not. I'm taking an acting hiatus of wrestling to focus on my Blood Hunter, Thirst, and Rage film. Accidents happen. I'm 39 years old. I'm still going to be doing this job as long as I live because I love it. And I'm going to be expanding into interviewing actors. I'm doing more and more interviews in other fields too because I'm less interested in wrestling because, let's face it, as I said at the start of this, it's not the same wrestling we all used to love. So to say my legacy is ruined is laughable because I'm a YouTuber more than I am a wrestler. And when WWE took away my contract all the way back in 2009 because I had Hep C, which I've since been cured from, my chances of WWE were over. Gerald Briscoe tried to get me back in 2016. I was looked at as damaged goods. I was just wrestling for fun and to make content for my channel because I am a YouTuber. And I love the fans that support me. I'm going to hit 322,000 subscribers today. A guy with a high school education with no video editing training, making his own way in the business from a regular family, not with a rich multimillionaire father. My father works a normal job. My mother was a fucking housewife. So I'm a self-made man, and I'm very proud of all of my accomplishments. Former national champion in amateur wrestling too, by the way, and Canadian Open winner in grappling. And I'm also an IWA and WWC. I've held the IWA Intercontinental Championship, two-time WWC Puerto Rico Tag Team Champion, which I really enjoyed my time in Puerto Rico. Also, Naomi, who walked out on Raw this past Monday, apparently her contract was almost up. So she was in negotiations for a new contract. To everyone's knowledge, Sasha Banks and Naomi are still with WWE despite this walkout. So who knows how all this is going to play out. But it looks like Naomi probably won't have that much left time on her contract. Get into some of your comments. The Centennial is not a fan of AEW. Protego says Hannibal. Tom says he's a little long in the tooth for a comeback. I don't think he's making a comeback. He's having another match, which, by the way, Ricky Steamboat has gone on the record saying he's not going to be involved in that match. There was rumors it was going to be Flair and FTR against Steamboat and the Rock and Roll Express. And Steamboat has publicly said he's not going to be involved in that. And FTR, apparently AEW is not signed off on them being involved yet. Jason believes Flair will draw more viewers than anyone else on the AEW roster. He would if that match were to take place in AEW. However, because it's being done as part of StarCast, which is a convention, nothing against StarCast. I wish them well. But it's not on TNT like Dynamite is. So it won't, and yeah, you got to order it on pay-per-view. Wayne wishes Ric Flair luck. He is one of the greatest of all time, and if it makes him happy, let him do it. And yes, I will keep grinding. And for all the haters that get mad at me when I post videos of, let's say, my model friend Natalia, I post 5 or 6 wrestling videos a day on here. If I want to post a UFO video or a video on another topic here or there because I get bored of editing a wrestling video and I want to make a video about something else, just like if Ric Flair wants to wrestle because it makes him happy, just don't click on it if you don't like it. People give me so much heat if I want to post a video of something other than wrestling. But the fact of the matter is those other videos still get hits. So people watch them and they make money. And it's a nice break for me. James, yes, I have a lot of supporters. Well, the people that did that list are technically competition with me. So they have a vested interest in trying to defame me. The fact of the matter is, the night of that incident, the cops interviewed me and told me I was free to go. And it was a pure accident. And I felt terrible for it. Gave the guy money. And we have not seen any bills from this guy up to this point. He did have some type of insurance. The wrestling company did not have insurance, which I always get insurance if I run events. So it's an unfortunate situation, but the guy got about $10,000 on GoFundMe, plus money from the company and myself, and had insurance coverage. And bad situation, but the main part of it was an accident. And accidents happen in wrestling. And I still have minimum 20 years left. I don't plan on dying anytime soon. My legacy ain't over. And if Ric Flair could still wrestle at 73, I ain't going to be wrestling at 73, but I'm far from done wrestling. Guarantee you that. Just have other things I want to pursue at the moment. So have a great night. I'm going to the gym to pump some iron. Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video. Then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at The Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Hannibal TV.